Hello dear students, in previous class we have discussed of the concept of the properties of rational number under multiplication and under division. Okay, today we are going to solve the knowledge check, that is 1.2. So let's start. See the question number 1. In question number 1, read the question number 1 very carefully. It is given that identify the properties used in each of the following. Okay, some properties are used in each parts that you have to identify which properties are used. We have discussed all the properties of rational numbers under addition, under subtraction, under multiplication, under division. Okay, so you have to identify them. So first part, question number 1, first part, 8 upon 11 multiplied by minus 3 upon 5 equals to minus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 8 upon 11. See this, the positions are interchanged. In multiplication 8 upon 11 is first position and here it is in second position. So the positions are interchanged, and the position interchanging property is known as commutative property of multiplication. So this is telling that the commutative property of multiplication. So you have to write the property only, that is commutative property of multiplication. Okay. In next part, minus 2 upon 7 multiplied by, in bracket, 4 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 8 and equals to minus 2 upon 7 multiplied by 4 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 8. Now see this, first term is multiplied by the product of last two, and here product of first two is multiplied by the last term. Okay, this property is known as associative property of multiplication. Okay, either you can multiply the last two, then you can multiply with first, or you can multiply the first two with the last one. This is known as associative property of multiplication. Okay, now third part, 3 upon 4 multiplied by 1 equals to 1 in multiplied by 3 upon 4 equals to 3 upon 4. It means with 3 upon 4 we are multiplying 1 and we are getting again 3 upon 4. 1 multiplied by 3 upon 4. So 1 is multiplied with 3 upon 4, again we are getting 3 upon 4. So we know that if we multiply any number with a particular rational number, it is giving the same number, that is known as the identity. So 1 is the multiplicative identity. So this property is known as identity property of multiplication. Okay. Now next part, 9 upon 11 is multiplied with 3 upon 4 minus 2 upon 6. Then equals to 9 upon 11 multiplied by 3 upon 4 minus 9 upon 11 multiplied by 2 upon 6. So 9 upon 11, this multiplication is distributed over subtraction. So 9 upon 11 is multiplied with 3 upon 4 and 9 upon 11 is multiplied with 2 upon 6. So this multiplication is distributed over subtraction. Okay, so this is known as distributive property of multiplication. Distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, you can say. Okay, or you can simply say that distributive property of multiplication. Okay, now come to question number 2. It is given that for each of the following verify the closure property and commutative property of multiplication. Okay, in each part two rational numbers are given. Okay, you have to verify the closure property and the commutative property. Okay, so come to the first part. Given rational numbers are 2 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. These two rational numbers are given. You have to verify the closure property and the commutative property for these two numbers. Closure property of multiplication means if two rational numbers are there, their product also will be a rational number. Okay, so find the product. Product means 2 upon 5 multiplied by 3 upon 7. So it is 6 upon 35, which is a rational number. So their product is also a rational number. These two rational numbers are given, their product is also a rational number. So we can say that closure property of multiplication is verified. Next you have to verify the commutative property. So now commutative property of multiplication. Commutative property, two numbers are 2 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. So 2 upon 5 multiplied by 3 upon 7, that is 6 upon 35. Now 3 upon 7 will be written in first position and 2 upon 5 will be in second position. Okay, so that can be written as 3 upon 7 multiplied by 2 upon 5, that is 6 upon 35. Both are same, 6 upon 35 and 6 upon 35. So right hand sides are same, means left hand side also will be equal. So 2 upon 5 multiplied by 3 upon 7 is equals to 3 upon 7 multiplied by 2 upon 5. So the position are changing but the product is same, the value, product value is same here. So that's why we can say that hence commutative property of multiplication is verified. Okay, so come to the next part, that is B part. Here the rational numbers are given 3 upon 8 and minus 2 upon 9. Now you have to verify the closure property and commutative property. Closure property means you have to multiply these two, so 3 upon 8 multiplied by minus 2 upon 9, so that is 6 upon minus 6 upon 72. Now cancel out, so it will be minus 1 upon 12, which is a rational number. Okay, here multiplication sign will be there. Okay, this is the multiplication sign. So closure property is verified. Now commutative property. Commutative property means you will take this one as first position, in second this one will be in second position, and in next step this will be in first position, this one will be in second position. Okay, so 3 upon 8 multiplied by minus 2 upon 9, so this is minus 6 upon 12, that is equals to minus 1 upon 12. Okay, now you will interchange. Okay, now interchange the position. Minus 2 upon 9 is in first position and 3 upon 8 is in second position. The product is minus 6 upon 12 to 72, then cancel out, it will be minus 1 upon 12. So in previous case we are getting minus 1 upon 12, in here also we are getting minus 1 upon 12. So left hand side will be equal, that is 3 upon 8 multiplied by minus 2 upon 9 is equals to minus 2 upon 9 is multiplied by 3 upon 8. So this is verified, so we can say that commutative property of multiplication is verified. Okay, so these two parts I have solved. Now come to the C part. In C part, these two are rational numbers. So see the solution, you can solve this one by yourself. Same method, multiply these two, then verify the closure property, then multiply with changing the positions, then you can verify the commutative property. Okay, come to the next part, that is D part. So in D part, it is given that the rational numbers are minus 5 upon 8 and 4 upon minus 3. These two rational numbers are there. So first closure property, so if you have to multiply these two. So by 4 this will be cancelled out, so this will be 2, and minus 5 minus that will be cancelled out, so this will be 5 upon 6, which is a rational number. So the closure property is verified. Now changing the position, you will multiply. So minus 5 upon 8 multiplied by 4 upon minus 3, by after cancelling out we are getting 5 upon 6. Now 4 upon minus 3 will be in first position and minus 5 upon 8 will be in second position. By 4 it is cancelled out 2, so minus cancel out, again it is 5 upon 6. So in both case the result is 5 upon 6. So these two multiplication are equals to each other. So the commutative property is verified. Okay, now come to question number 3. So in question number 3, it is given that, read the question, verify the property x multiplied by, in bracket, y multiplied by z equals to, in bracket, x multiplied by y multiplied by z. This is simply the associative property under multiplication. So you have to verify the associative property of multiplication. So in first part, x is given equals to 1, y is equals to minus 1 upon 2, and z is 1 upon 4. You have to verify that x multiplied by, in bracket, y multiplied by z is equals to x multiplied by y multiplied by z. So sorry, this is z. Okay. So now first part, that is x multiplied by, in bracket, y multiplied by z. So x is 1, y is 1 upon minus 1 upon 2, and z is 1 upon 4. So these two will be multiplied first. So this, after multiplying this, we have got minus 1 upon 8. 4 2s are 8, and minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1 into 1, that is minus 1. So 1 multiplied by minus 1 upon 8. So after multiplying with 1, you will get minus 1 upon 8. Okay. In next case, x multiplied by y multiplied by z. So x is 1, y is minus 1 upon 2, and z is 1 upon 4. These two will be multiplied first. So after 1 into minus 1 upon 2 means minus 1 upon 2, and 1 upon 4 is there. So multiply these two. So this will be minus 1 upon 8. In both case, we are getting minus 1 upon 8. So we can say that hence x multiplied by, in first bracket, y multiplied by z equals to, in bracket, x multiplied by y multiplied by z is verified. The name of this property is associative property of multiplication. It is told that verify the property of rational number, and this property, what is the name of this property? Okay, that you have to tell also. So the name of this property is associative property of multiplication. Okay. In next part, It is given that x equals to 2 upon 3, y equals to minus 3 upon 7, and z equals to 1 upon 2. Same method we will follow. Okay, so x we have placed, we will find x multiplied by y multiplied by z first. So 2 upon 3 is value of x, minus 3 upon 7 that is value of y, or 1 upon 2 is the value of z. So these two will be multiplied first. So this is minus 3 upon 14. Then that will be multiplied by 2 upon 3. By 2 it is cancelled out. So this is 7. And 3 and 3 that will be cancelled out. So finally it is minus 1 upon 7. Now if you multiply x with y, then multiply with z, then also you will get minus 1 upon 7. So this property is verified. Okay, come to the next part. In next part, the value of x, y, z are given. Okay, now you have to do by yourself. This one try to do by yourself. Same method you will follow. The value will come same. Then you can say that this property is verified. And obviously this property is associative property of multiplication. Now come to question number 4. Write multiplicative inverse of each of the following rational numbers. Okay, multiplicative inverse means a number is said to be multiplicative inverse of a rational number if their product is 1. Okay, when their product will be 1, then we can say that that is the multiplicative inverse of the given rational number. So here first number is given in a part 2 upon 7. With 2 upon 7, if you multiply 7 upon 2, then 7 cancel out, 2 cancel out, so 1 is the product. So hence we can say that 7 upon 2 is the multiplicative inverse of 2 upon 7. Next is given minus 3 upon 5. So minus 3 upon 5, with minus 3 upon 5 if we multiply 5 upon minus 3, just the reciprocal of that. 2 upon 7, 7 upon 2, the reciprocal. 3 minus 3 upon 5, 5 upon minus 3. If you multiply it, you will get 1. So 5 upon minus 3 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 3 upon 5. Now 8 upon minus 11. So it will be minus 11 upon 8. Thus just the reciprocal of the given number. So minus 11 upon 8, if you multiply with 8 upon minus 11, then it will be 1. So minus 11 upon 8 is the multiplicative inverse of 8 upon minus 11. Now come to the next part. In next part it is given that D part, that is minus 4 upon minus 9. So you have to multiply this one by minus 9 upon minus 4, that is the reciprocal of this number. If you multiply in minus 9 cancel out, minus 4 cancel out, that is equals to 1. Hence minus 9 upon minus 4 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 4 upon minus 9. Now come to question number 5. Multiply 3 upon 8 with its multiplicative inverse. And multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 18, we know that multiplicative inverse of any number is reciprocal of that number. So 3 upon 18, so this multiplicative inverse will be 18 upon 3, just reciprocal of that. So their product is 3 upon 18 multiplied by 18 upon 3, that is equals to 1. Next is question number 6. Here it is given that add minus 2 upon 5 and its multiplicative inverse. Okay, minus 2 of multiplicative inverse of minus 2 upon 5 is 5 upon minus 2. So you have to add minus 2 upon 5 with its multiplicative inverse, that is 5 upon minus 2. So minus 2 upon 5 plus 5 upon minus 2, that is equals to, LCM is minus 10. By 5 if you divide this one minus 10, so you will get minus 2. So minus 2 will multiply by minus 2, that is 4. And by minus 2 if you divide 10, then it will be 5. So 5 5s are 25. So that will be 25 plus 4, that is 29 upon minus 10. So this is the answer. Okay, now come to the next question. Okay, next is question number 7. Here it is given that multiply 3 upon minus 7 and its additive inverse. Not now, it is additive inverse. So additive inverse of any number is negative of that number, we know that. So you have to multiply minus 3 upon minus 7 with its additive inverse now. So additive inverse of 3 upon minus 7 is minus of that number, and minus this is plus, so 3 upon 7. Now you have to add, sorry, you have to multiply 3 upon minus 7 with 3 upon 7. So multiplied 3 upon minus 7 multiplied by 3 upon 7, that is 9 upon minus 49. So here the trick is, here it is told additive inverse, that's of additive inverse means minus of that number. Now come to the next question, that is question number 8. In this question it is given that verify the property x multiplied by y plus z equals to x multiplied by y plus x multiplied by z of the rational number that is given. Okay, it means this property is the distributive property. See the question, you can see that this is distributive property under distributive property of multiplication under addition, that is x into x multiplied by y plus z is equals to x multiplied by y plus x multiplied by z. Okay, so given that x equals to minus 1 upon 2, y equals to minus 3 upon 4, z equals to 1 upon 4. So first of all you will find the left hand side, that is x multiplied by y plus z. Then you will find x into y plus x into z. So first of all find this. So x is minus 1 upon 2, y is minus 3 upon 4 and z is 1 upon 4. So in first bracket you have to add these two. So 4 is the LCM, so minus 3 up plus 1, that is minus 2 upon 4. So minus 1 upon 2 is multiplied by minus 2 upon 4. So minus this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out, minus minus this will be plus. So finally this is 1 upon 4. Now x into y plus x into z. So minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 3 upon 4 plus minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 4. So here you see that minus minus it will be plus, so 3 upon 8 and minus plus that will be minus, so this is minus 1 upon 8. Now take the LCM and add them. So 8 is the LCM, so 3 and plus minus, this is minus 3 minus 1, that is 2, that is 2 upon 8, 2 upon 8 is 1 upon 4. So in both case the result we are getting, that is 1 upon 4. So finally you can say that hence x multiplied by y plus z is equals to x multiplied by y plus x multiplied by z is verified. Okay, second part, x, y, z are given, you have to follow the same method. So this is your homework, that one you will try to solve at home, same method you have to follow, then the result will be same. So then you will finally you can say that this property is verified. Come to the next question now. Next is question number 9. So now read the question number 9. For x equals to 3 upon 7 and y equals to minus 9 upon 8, verify that x plus y equals to y plus x in first part, and in second part x multiplied by y equals to y multiplied by x. It means you have to verify in first part, you have to verify the commutative property of addition. In second part you have to verify the commutative property of multiplication. So x and y are given. So x equals to 3 upon 7, y equals to minus 9 upon 8. So x plus y equals to 3 upon 7 plus minus 9 upon 8. So take the LCM. So LCM will be 56. Then 24 minus 63, that is minus 39 upon 56. Now y plus x you have to find. So y is equals to minus 9 upon 8, x is equals to 3 upon 7. So the LCM is 56. Now if you add them, so it will be minus 63 plus 24 and finally it is minus 39 upon 56. So hence x plus y equals to y plus x is verified, because in both case the result is coming same. Okay, now second part. Now B part. Second part, given that x equals to 3 upon 7, y equals to the same values are given. Now you have to verify x multiplied by y equals to y multiplied by x. So first x multiplied by y, so 3 upon 7 multiplied by minus 9 upon 8, so this is minus 27 upon 56. Now y multiplied by x, so y, this is minus 9 upon 8, x is 3 upon 7, multiply, you will get minus 27 upon 56. In both case the result is coming same. So that's why you can say that x multiplied by y equals to y multiplied by x is verified. Okay, now come to the next question. That is question number 10. In question number 10 it is given that a equals to 2 upon 3, b equals to 4 upon 5 and c equals to minus 5 upon 6. You have to verify that a plus b plus c equals to a plus b plus c, means the associative property of addition. And in second part, product of AB is multiplied with C and A is equals to A is multiplied with the product of B and C. So this is the associative property of multiplication. And third part, A is multiplied with B minus C, that is equals to AB minus AC. That is distributive property of multiplication under subtraction. Okay, so you have to verify these properties. So first part, that is a plus b plus c, you have to prove that a plus b added with c, that will be equals to a in bracket b plus c. So find that one, left hand side first. So a, this is b, this is c. So a plus b means their LCM is 15 and add them, so 22 upon 15 plus minus 5 upon 6. So this is LCM is 30. So 44 minus 25, that is 19 upon 30. Now we will find the right hand side. So now the right hand side is a plus b plus c. So a is 2 upon 3, b is 4 upon 5, c is minus 5 upon 6. So b plus c, you have to add this first. So 30 is the LCM, so minus 24 minus 25, this is minus 1 upon 30. Now add them, so 30 is the LCM, so 20 minus 1, that is 19 upon 30. So in both cases the value is coming 19 upon 30. So you can say that a plus b plus c equals to a plus b plus c, that is verified. Now second part, you have to verify that AB, the product of AB is multiplied with C is equals to A is multiplied with product of BC. So A is 2 upon 3, B is 4 upon 5 and C is minus 5 upon 6. So AB, product of AB is 4 2 is 8 and 3 5 is 15. So 8 upon 15 multiplied by minus 5 upon 6. So if you multiply by 5 it will be cancelled out. By 2 this is 3 and by 2 this is 4. So finally it is minus 4 upon 9. Now A is multiplied with product of B upon C, B and C. So 2 upon 3 multiplied by 4 upon 5 multiplied by minus 5 upon 6. So if you cancel, it will be cancelled out 5 and 5. So 2 upon 3 is multiplied by minus 4 upon 6. By 2 it will be cancelled out, so finally it is minus 4 upon 9. So in both cases the value is coming minus 4 upon 9. So you can say that left hand side is equals to right hand side, that is verified. Okay, now come to the next part. Okay, in third part, left hand side is a into b minus c. So a is 2 upon 3, b is 4 upon 5 and c is minus 5 upon 6. Now LCM is 30 and this will be 40 and minus minus it will become plus. So 24 plus 25, that is 49 upon 30 and multiplied with 2 upon, so by 2 this is 15. So 49 upon 45. Now AB minus AC. So A into B minus B into A into C. So A into B, that is 8 upon 15, that is 4 2 is 8, 3 5 is 15, minus 2 upon 3 multiplied by minus 5 upon 6. By 2 if you cancel out this one, so it will be 3 and minus 5 upon 8, 9. So 3 3 is 9 and minus is here. Now take the LCM. That will be LCM will be 45. So this is 24 and minus it will be plus, so plus 25. So this is 49 upon 45. So hence left hand side equals to right hand side, that is verified. Okay, now come to the next question. Next is question number 11. Okay, read the question number 11. What is told? It is told that using suitable properties of rational numbers, evaluate the following. So you have to apply all the properties that you have learned for rational numbers to evaluate the following. Okay, so first part, it is given that 3 upon 14 multiplied by minus 5 upon 9 multiplied by minus 21 upon 10 and multiplied by 4 upon minus 3. Okay, so now this is 3 and 3, that will be cancelled out. Okay, and by 3 this is 3 and by 3 this is 7. Clear? Then minus it will be plus. So what is remaining? 1 upon 4 and this is minus 5 upon 3 multiplied by 7 upon 10 multiplied by 4. Now by 5 you can cancel out, so this is 2. So 1 upon 14 multiplied by minus 1 upon 3 multiplied by 7 upon 2 multiplied by 4. So by 2 it is cancelled out, so it will be 7 into 2. 7 into 2 is 14. Now see this, here in denominator there is 14, here it is in 14. So if you take this one in 14, then you can cancel out easily. So 14 we have taken here and minus 1 upon 3 we have taken here. So we have changed the place, that is known as commutative property of multiplication. So you have used that, so 14 cancel out, finally it is remaining minus 1 upon 3. So simplifying it, simply is you have to simplify that using suitable properties. Okay, so this property is used here, commutative property of multiplication. Next, come to the next part. In next part, it is given that minus 9 upon 11 multiplied by 13 upon 8 multiplied by 12 upon 13 multiplied by 22 upon 3. So how do you can do? By 3 if you multiply this one, So it will be 13 and 13, that is cancel out first. Okay. By 4 this is 2, and by 4 this is 3, and this 3 and 3 can cancel out. So finally it is remaining minus 9 upon 11 multiplied by 1 upon 2 multiplied by 22 is remaining here. So by 2 that is 11. So 11 into 11, that is cancel out. So finally it is 9. Okay. So now in next part, that is C part. So minus 2 or 3 upon 2 multiplied by 5 upon 4 plus minus 3 upon 2 multiplied by minus 7 upon 3. Here see this, minus 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2. So minus 3 upon 2 you can take common. If you take minus 3 upon 2 common, so what will be remaining? 5 upon 4 plus minus 7 upon 6. This is known as distributive property over addition. So add this first. 12 is the LCM, 15 minus 14, so 1 upon 12. Now multiplied by 3 minus 3 upon 2. So if you multiply by minus 3 upon 2, it will be minus 1 upon 8. Now come to the next part. Okay, in next part it is given that minus 5 upon 9 multiplied by 4 upon 15 minus 3 upon 10 multiplied by minus 5 upon 9. See this, here it is in minus 5 upon 9 in the first position, but here it is in second position. If this one we can take in first position, then you can take common, then you can apply the distributive property of multiplication. So what you will do, you will use commutative property here. So minus 5 upon 9 we have taken in first position, then 3 upon 10 in second position. Now see this, minus 5 upon 9 minus 5 upon 9. So we can take common, then this is the distributive property of a subtraction, and here we have used commutative property of multiplication. So subtract this, LCM is 30, so it is minus 1 upon 30 multiplied by minus 5 upon 9, so 5 into 6, so minus 1 upon 54. Okay, so this is D part. Now come to the next part, next question, that is question number 12. Using the distributive property of multiplication of rational number over addition to simplify the following. You have to simplify the following, but you have to use the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, so first part it is given as 3 upon 5, 35 upon 24 plus 10 upon 1. So distributive property means this 3 upon 5 will be multiplied with this one, and 3 upon 5 will be multiplied with this one, and this bracket will be removed. So 3 upon 5 multiplied by this one plus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 10. So simplify, 5 into 7 cancel out by 3, 3 8 is a, so 7 upon 8, and if you cancel out it will be 6. So 8 is the LCM, so 7 plus 48, so 7 plus 48 is 55 upon 8. So this is the answer. Now second part, minus 5 upon 4 multiplied by 8 upon 5 plus 16 upon 15. So minus 5 upon 4 into 8 upon 5, that one plus first, plus minus 5 upon 4 multiplied by 16 upon 15. So cancel out this one, it will be minus 2, and cancel out by 4, this will be 4, and by 5 this is 3, so minus 4 upon 3. So 3 is the LCM, so minus 6 minus 4, it is minus 10 upon 3. Okay, now come to the next part. So in next two parts, same method you will follow like part A and part B. Same method you have to follow. You have to use the distributive property, then you have to subtract or you have to add, then you will get the answer. So try these two, try to solve at home by yourself. Now I am coming to the next question. Okay, now question number 13. It is told that the additive inverse of x is the same as the multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7. Find the value of x. Additive inverse of x is same as multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7. So additive inverse of x is minus x. We know that because negative of a number is the additive inverse of that number. So additive inverse of x is minus x, and multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7 is the reciprocal of that, so 7 upon 3. Okay, what do you have to find? You have to find the value of x. It is told that additive inverse of x, that is minus x, is same as multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7, that is 7 upon 3. So minus x will be equals to minus 7 upon 3, because in your question it is told that additive inverse of x, that is minus x, is same as multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7, that is 7 upon 3. So minus x equals to 7 upon 3. So x equals to, multiply both sides by minus 1, so this will be plus and this will become minus, so minus 7 upon 3. Hence the value of x is minus 7 upon 3. Okay, now come to question number 14. Answer the following. So first part, which rational number is its own negative? Own negative means the number and the inverse, the rational number own negative means the negative number also will be the same number. So what is the number? 0. 0 is in own negative. 0 and minus 0 both are same. Minus 0 equals to 0 again. So negative of that number 0 is again 0. So 0 is the own negative. 0 is its own negative. So negative of 0 is also 0. So that's why you can say that 0 is its own negative. Now next question. Which rational number does not have a definite reciprocal? Again, 0 does not have reciprocal, definite reciprocal. The reciprocal means 0, reciprocal of 0 is 1 upon 0. Reciprocal of 0 is 1 upon 0 and 1 upon 0 is not defined. That's why it is told that 0 does not have a defined reciprocal. So we can't find the reciprocal of 0. Now, third part, which rational numbers are their own multiplicative inverse? Own multiplicative inverse means the number multiplied with itself, then it will be 1. So two numbers we are getting, 1 and minus 1. If you multiply 1 with 1, again you will get 1. So 1 is its own inverse, multiplicative inverse, and minus 1 and into minus 1, again it is plus 1. So if you multiply minus 1 with minus 1, you are getting 1. That is multiplicative identity. So you can say that 1 and minus 1 are their own multiplicative inverse. It means if you multiply 1 with 1, you will get its identity, multiplicative identity. If you multiplied minus 1 with minus 1, again you will get multiplicative identity. Now last part. Which rational number is its own additive inverse? Again it is 0, because if you 0 from 0, if you subtract 0, okay, then you will get again 0. Or you can say that negative of 0 is 0. So 0 plus minus 0, that will be also again 0. That's why you can say that 0 is its own additive inverse. Okay. Now come to the next question. The next question, it is told that, question number 15, check whether 2 whole 1 upon 3 is multiplicative inverse of 2.2. It means if their product you get 1, then we can say that these two numbers are multiplicative inverse of each other. So 2 whole 1 upon 3 multiplied by 2 upon 2. If their product is 1, then you will say that 2 whole 1 upon 3 is multiplicative inverse of 2.2. So 2 whole 1 upon 3 is 7 upon 3. And 2.2 is 22 upon 10. Then it is cancelled out, so 5 upon 11 upon 5. So if you multiply them, you will get 77 upon 15. This is not equals to 1. 77 upon 15, this is not equals to 1. So their product is not equals to 1. So we can't say that this is the multiplicative inverse. So we can say that hence 2 whole 1 upon 3 is not the multiplicative inverse of 2.2, because their product is not equals to 1. If their product is equals to 1, then you can say that this is the multiplicative inverse. Otherwise you can't say that this is the multiplicative inverse. So 2 whole 1 upon 3 is not a multiplicative inverse of 2.2. So come to the next question. In next question it is told that is 333 whole 1 upon 3 is multiplicative inverse of 0.003. So again you have to find the product. If their product is 1, then we can say that this is multiplicative inverse of 0.003. So 333 whole 1 upon 3, that is equals to 1000 upon 3, and multiplied by 0.003, that is equals to 3 upon 1000. So 1000 that is cancelled out, and 3 and 3 that is cancelled out. So their product is equals to 1. So product of these two is 1. So you can say that easily that hence 333 whole 1 upon 3 is multiplicative inverse of 0.003, because their product is equals to 1. When the product of two rational number is 1, so 1 is multiplicative inverse of another. Okay, so this is all about knowledge check 1.2. You revise this chapter, this topic and this exercise properly, and there are some examples. See the examples properly. It will help you to solve the problems. It will help you to understand the topics and the questions and the solutions also. So read the examples and try to solve by yourself the examples properly, and this knowledge check 1.2 revise again and again. In next class we will start new topic, that is representation of rational numbers on the number line. Okay, thank you.